All right, I concede. It definitely 100% is powers of 10. I went back after the thorough roasting and noticed, okay, yeah, exponents. Exponents all over the books. So, yes, I agree. It is powers of 10. I just didn't like the name. I like powers of X, House of X. Is it House of 10? Powers of 10? Or is it House of X, Powers of 10? I don't know. I'm just going to still call them both powers of X. I'm still going to call it that because I think it sounds better. But I concede that that is the real name of the book, Powers of 10. Everyone was all up my ass about that. So I get it. I understand. It's Powers of 10. So this one is my least favorite of the two. I think House of X is better. This one is always in the future. But there's an interesting thing in here. So this is a failed timeline, and it seems like what they're trying to do is stop Nimrod, who is the crazy, psychotic. If you know the design, I can't remember exactly where he showed up in the comics, but I remember him distinctively from the cartoon when Bishop went back in time to fight to get Gambit out of the way. That's where that was from. I remember he's in the books. I just can't remember exactly where and when he was in the books, but I very much remember the design from the animated series, which is a great show if you've never seen it. So this issue is pretty good because, I mean, the X-Men all die in it. This timeline that we see is the timeline where Moria goes and joins up with Apocalypse, and you see his four horsemen. It's Magneto, Wolverine, or I'm sorry, Magneto isn't, Zorn, North, and Cypher. So it's not Magneto, but Magneto is there. He goes on the suicide mission. So they go on this mission. What they want to do is they want to find out when Nimrod came online. So what they do is they get that information. Nimrod actually shows up to fight them, and you see Apocalypse just get wrecked and owned by him. He pretty much thoroughly just kills him. This gets Wolverine time to go back, and you actually see him wake up Moria, who's like in a coma. She's like all machine and stuff. And she wakes up, gets the date on when Nimrod comes online. Then Wolverine kills her, which sends her back to becoming a reborn person. So that's pretty much this entire issue is that. But here's the thing, like, I have so much fun reading these issues. Like, I saw the ending, and then we get this. I'm like, where's more story? Where's more? Like, I actually wanted to read more. It becomes nothing but stuff. Half of this issue, unfortunately, I have to put it down, is ads or timeline stuff. So, like, a good chunk of this book right here, I'm going to show you is, look at this. You see how many pages this is? It's kind of hard to tell, but it's at least like 8 pages on top of 3 or 4 more pages like this in the book. You're literally getting half a comic book here for $5. Though it's a good comic book and necessary if you want to read the story, I just hope they don't keep doing this, like giving you, this totally could have been combined with another issue and it could have been 5. So I really hope that they're not 5 out of 6, 5 instead of 6, sorry. Instead of giving us, a bunch of issues that are thin, could they have just given us a couple instead of all this crap? That's kind of something that concerns me quite a bit. I think when the graphic novels come out for these, they're going to be really good. It'd be really good to sit down and read this whole story at once. But, like, I really enjoy the story here a lot. I think the story is great. I'm really digging every issue. Like, I want more and more. But, man, half a book of white pages with a little bit of info on them, and then half of a story for $5 weekly, that's kind of messed up. I mean, I get you got to pay for Jonathan Hickman somehow, but do you really have to buck the cost on us that hard? That's messed up, man. So I'm hoping that this is not a normal occurrence. We'll see. Anyway, Like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Make sure you're still subscribed. Check out the links in the description, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.